In the stillness of night, when the world is hushed and the mind is quiet, there comes an hour unlike any other. Around 3 a.m., a subtle door opens between your conscious and subconscious mind. The distractions are gone, the noise has ceased, and now the infinite intelligence within you begins to stir. This hour is not to be feared, nor is it an accident. It is a divine appointment, a sacred invitation from the depths of your being. Many people wake at this time with anxious thoughts, unaware that what they dwell on in this silent moment is planting the seeds of tomorrow. But I say to you, this is the hour of great spiritual opportunity. The conscious mind relaxes, and your subconscious becomes receptive. What you impress upon it now will move mountains in your outer world. Do not waste this holy hour with worry. Instead, speak to your inner self with faith, with peace, with expectation of good. Declare that harmony governs your life. Declare that divine right action is taking place. Use this window not to fear the future, but to shape it. This brings us to the first truth. The hour of 3 a.m. is a spiritual gateway. It is your soul's reminder that within you lies the key to all transformation. At 3 a.m., when the world slumbers and silence reigns, a veil lifts between your conscious mind and the infinite power within. This is not merely an hour of restlessness, it is an hour of revelation. The divine spark within you is calling, inviting you to listen, to feel, to create. I tell you with absolute certainty, the hour of 3 a.m. is a spiritual gateway. It is a sacred opening to commune with your deeper self, to reprogram your subconscious, and to step into alignment with divine law. You see, during the day, the conscious mind is busy, engaged with the outer world, entangled in logic, noise, and distraction. But in the stillness of early morning, especially around 3 a.m., your conscious mind relaxes. It no longer resists. It is in this relaxed state that the subconscious becomes most accessible. And it is in this very hour that what you think, what you feel, and what you affirm can penetrate deeply into the subconscious, like seeds falling into fertile soil. Do not mistake your 3 a.m. awakening as insomnia or mere disturbance. It is not chance. It is your deeper self knocking at the door of your awareness. It is your inner being, stirred by divine wisdom, reminding you that this is the time to shape your reality from the inside out. The feelings you entertain at this hour become blueprints. The words you speak to yourself become instructions. The images you hold in mind become moldings for the life you are creating. If at 3 a.m. your mind is gripped by fear or worry, gently but firmly release it. Replace it with a calm, confident declaration of truth. Speak to yourself with authority. I am safe. I am guided. Infinite intelligence leads me now. The subconscious does not reason. It simply accepts what you give it. Feed it peace. Feed it love. Feed it abundance. The results will appear in your outer world. Many people feel vulnerable during this hour, but let me assure you, vulnerability is not weakness, it is openness. And this openness, when guided rightly, becomes your greatest strength. It is during this hour that you must be most mindful of your inner dialogue, for it is here in the quiet that your future is being written. What you whisper to yourself now becomes the script of your days ahead. The mystics, sages, and prophets throughout history have known this truth. The early morning hours are a divine channel, a time for divine communion. Jesus rose early to pray. The psalmist said, "In the night I remember your name, O Lord." This is not superstition. It is spiritual law. Your subconscious never sleeps. And during the sacred hours of the night, it listens with even greater sensitivity. I urge you, the next time you awaken at 3 a.m., do not reach for fear, reach for faith. Do not rehearse your worries, rehearse your vision. Affirm your good. Speak to your subconscious with love and conviction. Say, "Divine order governs my life. I am one with the source of all good." These words, infused with belief, will go to work for you in ways unseen. The hour of 3 a.m. is a spiritual gift. It is your opportunity to rewrite the patterns of your mind, to invite the miraculous to align with the truth of your being, and when you use it consciously, gratefully, and faithfully, you will discover that heaven itself responds. Let the world sleep, but you awaken to your power. Awaken to your purpose. Awaken to the divine within you. For truly at 3 a.m. the veil is thin and your word is law. There is a sacred hush that descends upon the earth in the early hours of the morning. A silence that speaks to the soul. A stillness that opens the door to the infinite. Among these quiet hours, there is one moment in particular that holds tremendous power. 3 a.m. This hour is not random nor meaningless. It is a spiritual gateway, an open channel through which the divine can whisper directly to your subconscious mind. At 3 a.m., your conscious defenses are lowered. The chatter of the external world has died down. The noise of the day has faded. And in this holy stillness, your subconscious becomes most receptive. What you impress upon it during this time can alter the entire trajectory of your life. Many have experienced this, waking up at exactly 3 a.m., not from physical discomfort, but as though something greater has stirred them. This is not coincidence. It is the call of your deeper self, urging you to listen, to reflect, to speak words of truth that can shape your destiny. I have always taught that the subconscious mind is most impressionable when your conscious mind is in a relaxed state, and at 3 a.m., this relaxed state is naturally present. If fear or anxiety greets you in this hour, recognize it not as a punishment, but as a signal, a call to elevate your inner dialogue. You must not dwell on limitation or worry during this time. Instead, choose to declare the truths that align you with the infinite. I am guided by divine wisdom. I am a child of the infinite presence. Right action governs my life. This is the hour when you can rewrite the script of your future. Your subconscious mind, which governs 95% of your actions and reactions, does not reason or argue. It simply accepts what you feel to be true. And the feelings you generate at 3 a.m. are powerful beyond measure. Speak to your mind with calm assurance. Feed it peace. Nourish it with love. Instruct it with prosperity, and it will obey. The sages, mystics, and enlightened ones of every tradition knew the power of the early morning hours. Jesus went alone to pray before dawn. The psalmist declared, "At midnight I rise to give you thanks." Why? Because the veil between the outer and inner worlds is thinnest then. The voice of intuition is loudest. You must learn to use this gateway consciously. When you wake at 3 a.m., do not check your phone. Do not replay the burdens of yesterday. Instead, enter into communion with your inner self. Feel gratitude. Envision your desired future as though it is already real. Say, "I am one with divine success. Abundance flows to me now. I am at peace with the world, and the world is at peace with me." Your thoughts at this hour are not ordinary. They are seeds, and the subconscious is fertile ground. so wisely, for what you plant in the quiet of 3 a.m. will manifest in the noise of day. This is spiritual law. This is the rhythm of the universe. If you truly understand the opportunity that 3 a.m. offers, you will welcome it. You will not curse it. You will embrace it as a divine appointment. The time to cleanse your mind, to align with higher truth, and to reprogram the subconscious patterns that shape your health, wealth, relationships, and well-being. Remember this, the world is ruled by those who rule their own minds, and the mind is most easily ruled when it is quiet. At 3 a.m. the noise subsides and the truth speaks. Let your soul listen. Let your words create. Let your subconscious receive, and the results will follow. Like day follows night. Fear, my friend, is not simply an emotion. It is a belief disguised as warning. It is a thought dressed in disguise, pretending to protect you, yet quietly sabotaging your life. What many fail to realize is this. A fearful thought, when not neutralized, becomes a silent command to your subconscious mind. And the subconscious always says yes. You see, the subconscious does not argue, it does not weigh or debate, it does not ask whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false, it accepts them, especially those you dwell on with feeling, as instructions. When you continually entertain fear, you are issuing unspoken directives to your inner mind, and these commands take root in your body, your behavior, and your circumstances. The man who constantly fears losing his job begins to act as though his job is in danger. He moves in worry, he speaks in doubt, and eventually he invites that very condition he dreads. The woman who fears sickness, though appearing outwardly strong, sends constant signals to her subconscious that her body is vulnerable. Over time, that fear may crystallize into physical ailment, not because fate willed it, but because her mind accepted it. Fear, when infused with emotion, becomes belief, and belief is what shapes your life. Now understand this truth deeply. Whatever you attach the words I am to with emotion, your subconscious accepts without question. If you say, I am afraid, I am unworthy, I am going to fail, you are engraving those ideas upon the tablet of your inner mind. And just as a blueprint guides the builder, your subconscious will go to work constructing your reality according to those mental plans. This is why it is not enough to simply try not to be afraid. You must replace fear with faith. You must overwrite the command. You must neutralize the negative with the positive. You must declare, I am safe. I am guided. I am one with divine wisdom and order. For only light can cast out the shadow. Only faith can dissolve fear. Think for a moment of your subconscious mind as a fertile garden. Whatever you plant there, it will grow. If you plant seeds of fear, worry, resentment, they will bear fruit in the form of confusion, illness, and lack. But if you plant seeds of peace, joy, confidence, and love, your harvest will be abundant and beautiful. Fear becomes dangerous when it goes unchecked. Most people do not even realize they are speaking these silent commands daily. They say, I hope nothing bad happens, or I just know something will go wrong, and they do not see that the subconscious is recording it all, without judgment, without filter. That is why I urge you to monitor your inner speech. Listen closely to the tone of your thoughts. Are they life-giving, or are they rooted in fear? Are they based on truth, or born from old wounds and memories? Every day you have the power to choose your dominant thoughts, and that choice determines your reality. When fear arises, and it will, treat it as a visitor, not a resident. Recognize it, observe it, and then gently replace it. Speak words of faith. Use affirmations to rewire the pattern. Declare, I am not afraid. God is my strength. Infinite intelligence governs my life, and all is well. You must feed your subconscious with truth. Feed it with peace. Feed it with the image of what you desire, not what you dread. And in time, fear will lose its grip. Your inner world will calm. Your outer world will reflect that calm. Remember always, fearful thoughts become silent commands, but faithful thoughts become divine instructions. Choose your thoughts as you would choose precious jewels. Handle them with care, for they are the blueprint of your future and the architects of your destiny. There is a sacred hush that comes over the world at night. The hustle of the day fades, the noise recedes, and in that stillness, your mind becomes most receptive. It is then, when the conscious guard is relaxed, that your subconscious becomes most open to suggestion. And this, my friends, is the perfect moment to sow seeds of faith. You see, your subconscious never sleeps. While your body rests and your conscious thoughts drift away, your inner mind continues to work, constructing, attracting, aligning the outer world with your inner beliefs. This is why faith-fish affirmations spoken before sleep carry immense creative power. They are planted directly into the soil of your subconscious, where they take root and begin to grow. Many people spend their nights reviewing everything that went wrong, rehearsing their worries, replaying old regrets. And then they wonder why their lives continue in the same cycle. What they do not realize is that the last thoughts before sleep often dominate the subconscious throughout the night. But when you affirm with conviction, I am divinely guided, wealth flows to me effortlessly, or I am one with infinite intelligence, you are impressing those truths upon the most fertile ground, and the subconscious, being impartial and infinitely obedient, gets to work immediately on your behalf. There is no magic in the words themselves. The power lies in the feeling you infused into them. If you simply repeat words mechanically, they pass through the mind like wind through the trees. But if you speak with beliefs, even a mustard seed of it, those affirmations become commands. Divine blueprints for your life. Now, why is the night so special? Because at night your analytical mind is less active. The critical voice that says, this won't work, or I'm just pretending, begins to quiet. The inner resistance that often blocks your good is temporarily lowered, and in that open, restful state, your faithful words pass directly into the subconscious with minimal interference. Think of it like this. During the day, you are broadcasting. You're sending thoughts out into the world. But at night, you become a receiver. You tune into the deeper channels of consciousness. And if you are tuned to worry, you receive more of it. But if you tune yourself to truth, to abundance, to health, then those qualities begin to manifest in your life. One man I counseled had struggled with fear of failure for years. Each night he would lie awake imagining everything that could go wrong. I taught him to instead affirm before sleep, infinite success is mine, I am guided and prospered in all that I do. He repeated it gently, with feeling, as he drifted into sleep. Within weeks, new business opportunities began to appear. His confidence grew. His outer world shifted because his inner blueprint had changed. This is not fantasy, it is the law of mind in action. The key is consistency. Do not expect instant results from a single affirmation. Just as a seed does not sprout overnight, your thoughts need nurturing. Repetition, belief, and emotion are the water, sunlight, and soil of the subconscious. Each night before you close your eyes, declare what you wish to be true. Speak to your inner self with kindness and authority. Say, I am worthy of love. I am open to divine prosperity. I sleep in peace and wake up renewed. Let these truths saturate your mind as you cross into sleep. Your subconscious will receive them, believe them, and begin to bring them into form. Remember, my friend, the night is not just for rest. It is for creation. Fill it not with worry, but with the richness of faith. And in time your dreams, both sleeping and waking, will begin to reflect the beauty of what you believe. Thought alone is powerful, but thought fused with emotion becomes unstoppable. Your mind is the builder, but emotion is the fuel. And when you understand this union of idea and feeling, you unlock the secret that the sages, prophets, and spiritual scientists have always known. What you feel deeply and believe sincerely will be impressed upon your subconscious mind and expressed in your outer world. Let me tell you plainly, your subconscious does not respond to logic. It does not reason or analyze. It is not moved by facts or figures. It is moved by feeling. This is why a single thought, when deeply felt, can change the entire course of your life, and why idle affirmations, spoken without conviction, pass by unnoticed like shadows in the night. You may say, I am wealthy, but if your inner emotion is fear, if your gut twists with anxiety about bills and lack, then that emotion overrides the thought. Your subconscious takes the dominant feeling, not the words, as its instruction. Therefore, you must not only speak prosperity, but feel it, see it, rejoice in it, accept it as true now. Emotion is magnetic. It draws to you experiences that harmonize with it. When you dwell in the emotional state of success, of joy, of peace, regardless of appearances, you magnetize those very conditions. They are drawn to you by divine law, just as surely as the sun draws water upward from the earth. A woman once came to me, desperate to heal a long-standing relationship. She had been repeating affirmations like, we are at peace. But she admitted she didn't feel peace, only resentment and pain. I guided her to first imagine peace, then to feel it in her body as if it were already true. She practiced daily, infusing her affirmations with compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. Within a short time, the tension lifted. Communication opened. Harmony was restored. It was not the words alone that worked. It was the emotion she poured into them that softened the ground of her subconscious, allowing the seeds to take root. You must understand, emotion is not a weakness. It is a tool of creation. Every invention, every healing, every breakthrough in human history was driven by feeling, a desire to serve, a longing to create, a hunger to rise. Even faith is a form of elevated feeling. When you affirm, I am guided by divine wisdom, and you feel the calm assurance of that truth, it becomes real to your subconscious, and what becomes real within will become real. But emotion is a double-edged sword. Just as positive emotion builds, negative emotion can destroy. Fear, anger, and despair impress the subconscious just as easily as love and gratitude. That is why Jesus said, when you pray, believe that you receive. Not just recite words, but feel the reality of them. Emotion is what makes belief alive. If you wish to accelerate your results, whether in wealth, health, or peace, begin now to marry your thoughts with elevated emotion. Do not affirm like a parrot. Affirm like a poet, like a child, like someone who already knows the gift is theirs. Smile when you say it. Feel joy in advance. Let gratitude well up in your heart. Let the vision become so real within you that the world must yield to its form. Your subconscious is listening. It listens not to the loudest thought, but to the deepest feeling. Choose that feeling wisely. Let it be one of love, confidence, and expectancy. For when thought and emotion become one, they are the creative word made flesh. They are the prayer that always gets answered. And they are the surest way to transform your inner world and thereby your outer one. In the quiet, unseen moments of your life, when the world is asleep and you are left alone with your thoughts, lies the true foundation of your reality. What you think in the dark hours, when no one is watching, is what shapes the life you live in the light. You see, your subconscious mind is not bound by time or place. It listens and absorbs in every moment. But it is especially attuned to the feelings and thoughts that come when you are still. When the distractions of the day have faded away. This is the secret of life. Your inner world dictates your outer world. And most importantly, the secret is what you think and feel when you think no one is watching. The thoughts you dwell upon in the dark are those that will ultimately come to light in your life. The thoughts you hold in the quiet of your mind, when you are free from external pressure or distraction, plant seeds that will grow into the experiences of your life. Have you ever noticed how your deepest desires, your inner fears, your unspoken dreams all come to the surface when you are alone? That is because the subconscious mind, which shapes your reality, is most impressionable during these moments. The key is recognizing the immense power you have during these moments. You may have heard people say that their life changed in an instant, and in many ways it did. But what you don't see is the months or years of quiet, unseen work, thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that brought them to that moment of change. They transformed themselves in the dark long before their success manifested in the light. The reality you now live in is the fruit of the seeds you have sown in the quiet moments of your life. Perhaps you are unaware of how many seeds of fear, doubt, or negativity you have planted over the years, but they are there, growing quietly, silently, influencing the circumstances that arise before you. Your outer world, your financial situation, your relationships, your health, and your happiness is a direct reflection of what has been growing in your subconscious mind. Now, let me share with you the good news. You can change it all. The moment you become conscious of the thoughts you are planting, you can begin to consciously choose thoughts of abundance, love, joy, and success. Your thoughts in the dark can become your light when you direct them in the right way. It is important to recognize that your subconscious is always at work. It does not take a break. So, if you are allowing yourself to be consumed by worry, frustration, or anger in the quiet moments, know that these emotions and thoughts are being stored deep within you. They are quietly at work, shaping your future. The truth is, everything you experience outwardly first begins as a thought. It is as if the subconscious mind is a fertile garden, and your thoughts, both conscious and unconscious, are the seeds you plant. The harvest you reap is determined by the quality of those seeds. If you tend your mind with positive, powerful thoughts in the quiet moments, you will reap the fruits of abundance, health, and fulfillment. When you understand this, you will start to pay attention to your inner world as much as you do to your outer world. What you think when no one is watching matters more than you can imagine. The power lies in the unseen, in the quiet recesses of your mind. These are the moments where you either allow your life to be shaped by fear or by faith, by doubt or by trust. So, I ask you today, What are you thinking in the dark? Are you planting thoughts of possibility, of greatness, of peace? Or are you dwelling on limitations, on past failures, on fears? If you want a different life, you must change what you think in the quiet moments. When you change what you think in the dark, you will begin to live in the light of your dreams. This is the divine law of life. Thought precedes manifestation. The thoughts you plant in the darkness of your mind will always grow into the reality you experience in the light of day. Take control of your inner world and the outer world will follow. The light you seek is already inside you. It is born from the thoughts you cultivate in the quiet, unseen hours. Let those thoughts be filled with faith, with love, with the assurance of your success, and watch your world change before your very eyes.